Welcome back to another rebuild here on Madden 26. Today we're going to be entering the realm of the fantasy draft for another challenge rebuild. We're going to be drafting the team like normal. Nothing crazy going on there. However, at the end of every season, we will be spinning a wheel with positions, and 3 times we will be losing a player on the team based on whatever we land. Of course, we are not going to allow repeats, so we're not going to get lucky and have 3 straight long snappers. We will have every single position, so we could get lucky and avoid all of this. Maybe this is the easiest rebuild we have ever done. Or on the inverse, it could literally be impossible. We could spin quarterback, wide receiver, running back, or quarterback, wide receiver, edge, something along those lines every single year, and be restarting at quarterback every single time. Of course, hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully this is even possible. And hopefully if you end up enjoying this video, you leave a like, maybe you subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays, not Madden content. And of course, hit the bell notification also. You know when the next upload is up. I'm always looking for new ideas, so let me know in the comment section below what you'd like to see next. Or if you just want to see a regular, realistic style rebuild, which team would you like to see? Either way, let's go to the fantasy draft. Of course, this rebuild also comes off the tail end of our How to Draft the Perfect Fantasy Draft team. So check that out if you've been interested in fantasy drafts. You want to see kind of where some of the guys go. But without any further ado, let's go into this draft, see which draft pick we have, which is pick 14. Who's actually there? Are all the quarterbacks gone? So you have Sam Darnold, you have Baker Mayfield, you have Trevor Lawrence, Bo Nix. Could reach a little bit with CJ Stroud. He's star dev now, but he's still 23. He's still very young. I mean, again, I'm going to allow everything. Normally, when we do these fantasy drafts, we are very selective, very limited. And we're like, well, I don't want to do QBs. It's too easy if you do QB. Well, we might lose our QB. So I would like to build as good of a roster as possible right out the gate. Jaden Daniels, we just did a Commanders rebuild. He was good, but he wasn't exactly the best. I'm really thinking about this because we could snag a QB in the second round. Where are we looking at? Well, I guess it is second round. Pick 19. Is that possible? Like, I have CJ Stroud in the third round. I mean, I think Jaden Daniels is probably worth it. He's like a start of the second round type of guy. Again, we might get lucky. We're going to be doing 5 sets, assuming it takes 5 years. And we could get lucky. That's like half of a roster. And obviously there's repeats. So 50-ish% chance that we get quarterback by the end of it. I think you got to go with the best quarterback there is on the board, and that is Jaden Daniels. And now we're in the second round, which, of course, I love to go edge early. And the 2 top edge, in my opinion, you do have Brian Burns here, is going to be Greg Rousseau or Jared Verse. I've had a lot of success with Greg Rousseau, but I've also had a lot of success with Jared Verse. I think they're both equally good. I think you're getting a little bit more, though, from Greg Rousseau. He's kind of been like a channel guy. So I'm going to go with Greg Rousseau as our edge rusher here. And I got to say, Jalen Carter's usually not here still. I'm having a hard time passing on him. I'm going to go Jalen Carter. He's usually here. Usually gone a little bit earlier than this. But yeah, Jalen Carter, who is really hard to re-sign for some reason in game, is going to be the pick. And I'm going to go crazy with it. We're going Abdul Carter. In a normal fantasy draft, I don't usually double down on edge too much because I feel like you can develop most people. But edge has been a little bit harder to develop for us lately, so I'm going to take some players that I think are already there, especially in-game. And now I'm going to take a running back, Kenneth Walker. We're going for the OP. We're going for the OP. It's almost like a how to draft the most overpowered thing, which we were talking about, potentially doing if we hit the like goal in the other guide video, but still could do better. Could still do better. And then 6th round, Brian Thomas. I'm kind of rolling through this. I already know, for the most part, who I want most rounds. This is a really tough one for me because safety is not a position I draft and develop well. And E-Man Warrior is crazy value. I'm going to have to look ahead a little bit to see if there's someone else I would prefer over him, but I think the value might be perfect for E-Man Warrior. We're kind of getting lucky, though. Some of these guys are a couple of picks before where we are right now, and they're falling. Yeah, I think I can live with it. I think I can live with Nick E-Man Warrior. So for some of you that thought it was a sell to not get him in that perfect, well, here you go. He's back. And then for another position I really struggle with lately is linebacker. Leo Chanel is going to be the pick. And now we're going to take a corner, Maxwell Hairston. Getting some guys that we kind of missed on last time, and I like it. I think we're doing a pretty good job, honestly. And I highly doubt he's there, but I'm going to take a quick look. Yeah, Jahad Campbell is unfortunately gone, but we got Chanel. It's not a bad pick. I guess we go Landon Dickerson. Our O-line's kind of falling behind a little bit, and these are the rounds where players start to really ramp up. And another one, Josh Simmons. What an overall he is for Hidden Dev. It's a tough one for me because you have Ola Fashanu, who is, superstar development trait, but around the same round here, you have Spencer Brown, who is like 10 full overalls higher. Does Fashanu with superstar get to an 85 plus, and how long does that take? We're kind of racing against the time. Like Fashanu could be one of the spins we get at like year 3. So I'm gonna treat this a little bit more of a win now situation. Spencer Brown, and then I can't risk Kyle Pitts being gone, so Kyle Pitts for obvious reasons. I mean, look at the guy. And another thing to note is that when we're releasing these players, it's gonna be the starters. So if we wanted to, we're like, hey, you know what? I really do not want to draft defensive tackle. I really do not want to draft and develop DT. We could take 3 DTs here and hold them, and then when the DT's gone, boom, right? Because I'm not going to, like, wipe out the entire class, and it'd be GG, right? Like, we get wide receiver, that's 3 players that we really need gone, you know? So, you can double dip, if you will, and maybe you never use the player, maybe it's a complete waste, or it saves you because that's one of the positions you have to, fix up. You have to get a new one of. And another lineman, Amarius Mims, 6'8". He's a guy we almost always take in the fantasy drafts. And I can't lie, I don't like Trenton Simpson as much as I used to for development. I think he's one of the best user linebackers in the game still, but I have no choice. And our linebacker's a little bit weaker. And now I think we're going to finish off our offensive line in Fuaga. Going to be playing a guard position, I imagine. And then the best safety you can draft every single time, especially where you can get him, Caleb Ransaw. I mean, the speed is crazy. And then also one of the best DTs you can get because of how good he is, where you can get him, Derek Harmon. And for some reason, Targeeb Still's gone, so we're going to be taking Jade Barron. Shore up the cornerback room a little bit. And even though I think he could do better, we may do better, I'm going to get Romeo Doubs. It takes 1 training camp. He's an 81 overall, maybe 82 overall. So at 25, I don't hate that. So that's the route we're going to go at wide receiver for now. And like we said, trying to find better. Kyle Williams, maybe he is that better. He's going to be our draft pick. And then we're going to rattle off a couple of picks. Tootin is going to be one of them. And this would be a real sell if we lose this player. And he is gone. Amari Hampton, I have him going late 23. That's why I took Tootin, because I have him going early 23. It could be a Scattaboo situation. Cam Scattaboo it is, 23 years old, but he's a good overall. He's always played really well in Sim as well. Because I've been seeing some players go early, we're going Mike Green for sure. Get that backup situation in case we roll the edge. Hopefully not both edge, that'd be great. We're going to take Teddy Buchanan. He'll be our Sam backer. We'd be screwed if we lost our quarterback, but at least Anthony Richardson's an option in case we do. Want to be a fantasy rebuild without Max Melton. And I always take Pat Bryant and never develop him, but here it is. Billy Bowman's always been valuable. And out of left field, I'm going to take Taysom Hill to be our fullback. He usually goes up very high overall. Again, I feel like the goal is to try and win very early if possible, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Kickers start to go, and I think, again, Cam Little's the best kicker you can get in the game. Stonehouse is a 73 overall, is still the best punter you can get in the game. And at this point, we're just going to be filling all the backup spots that we need to get a starter for, like Dante Thornton, who could truly be our number 2. Also, there's no way you thought we would actually be safe from the wheel in year 1, right? Because technically, if you do it at the end of every season, you only have to do it 4 spins, even if you do 5 years. No, we're potentially going to be screwed from the very beginning. Again, quarterback, running back would really suck. Wide receiver wouldn't hurt as much as we kind of once thought. I would say for sure the worst ones to get would be QB, running back, left end. Let's hopefully avoid 1. Hey, if we get 2 out of those 3, that would suck. But let's just try not to get all 3, all right? Again, it could be literally just the luckiest thing in the world and just an easy rebuild. We'll find out. Why is there sounds? Why is there sounds? Where are we? No way. I can, it sucks losing Cam Little. I can live with it, believe it or not. All right, so Cam Little's gone. Who's next? Who is next? No, not Pitts, not Pitts. Wait, Ransaw? Okay, again, sucks, but it could be worse. And then the final one, I should preface that Fuaga is our right guard. Who the hell's our center, actually? Or maybe Mims is. No, Fuaga is our center, actually, speaking of. Well, there's that. I mean, again, it could be worse, but it also could have been better, right? They could have given us the punter, the fullback, the long snapper, but again, I can live with those 3 losses. And again, let the purging begin. Cam Little, damn, that kind of does suck. It's a kicker, so I'm not too upset by that, to be fair. Ransaw sucks. to lose, but at least it isn't E-Man Worry. That would really suck. And then I do want to see, so realistically, you would keep Simmons at left guard. Dickerson would be one of the guards. Mims would be right guard, so you do lose Fuaga, which, I mean, of all the linemen to lose, that's definitely the one I would want to lose the most if I had to choose. But also not a bad player, so it does suck to lose him at the same time. Especially since we took him semi-high, like in the first 20 rounds. Oh, look who's in free agency. Cam Little will sign him. I'm kidding. I will say, though, we are actually kind of stuck with not the best kickers. Do we give Tucker a chance? Hell yeah, why not? Here is the roster, though, for year number 1. We are going to start Thornton. We're going to develop this guy. He's got potential for sure. And, you know, like, does Romeo Dobbs really need to be that guy? Pitts gets the +2 to training camp. Daniels actually gets +3. And then defensively, you know, we're going to probably be a 4-3. But at the same time, I want to try 3-4 because the 4-3 Bills is not really doing, you know, well for me. So I think I'm going to rock the Giants 3-4, see what happens, and we'll go from there. But yeah, we survived sort of the first wheel spin. It could have been so much worse. Really dreading the future ones because, again, you take our quarterback away, and it's like flipping this entire thing upside down. With that being said, we are going to be rocking the cheese playbooks early on. Falcons, Chiefs, Green Bay, whatever it takes to win a Super Bowl, because, again, we might not have a chance after this season. I also didn't think about it, but this is also a huge concern, is that if we pay someone like Jalen Carter here, we may lose all of that money guaranteed immediately. So we're going to keep the contracts a little bit shorter on average, I think, in this one comparatively. Like, this would be a no-brainer 7-year contract normally. But since he could be released, I can't invest everything, right? Like, I can't throw everything. Like, this is another 7-year deal, no-brainer. But now we have to, you know, dial it back. Mike Green, not right now. But if we decide to do the wheel spin before we do the re-signings, which I think maybe makes sense to do. I think right after the Super Bowl is over, we do our wheel spin to see who we lose, so we can kind of plan a little bit. You know, we might want to keep him, so definitely some extra interesting dimensions to this thing. All right, headed to the playoffs, and we had a pretty good year. I mean, we should, right? We're a user drafting without any parameters outside of losing 3 players, but the 3 players weren't the worst. You know, we're going to draft the best team 99% of the time, right? And that's what happens here. We have the 12-5 team, the number 1 seed in the NFC. The problem is, if you don't win it now, what happens? You know, we're going to be spinning that wheel, and that wheel could just bend us right over. There is no liquidation. And, yeah, the lubrication is gone. So is all the feeling down there. Okay. Dante Thornton, 15 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. Kyle Williams is decent. Thomas was very disappointing, actually. And then Pitts is disappointing because it's the Packers scheme. Might actually try the Falcons after this. But, you know, we made the playoffs. Got the first round bye. Defensively, Rousseau was disappointing. But Abdul and Jalen Carter, pretty good. Pretty good. I don't know where the hell Harmon went, but apparently he didn't play. For some reason, they just don't have interior playing, like, at all. In a 3-4. Like, you have the number 1, and then that's it. I'm not sure how that's even possible. Like, are we just running 3 defensive linemen every play? Is that what we're doing? I guess, maybe. But yeah, looking at Tucker, pretty good year. You know, put him back in a purple uniform. We're happy. Stonehouse, just under 50 yards per punt. He'll get over that hump. Don't worry about it. Unless he leaves us, then do worry about it. Then it doesn't matter. Lawrence from the Eagles. That's a surprising one, actually. Like, usually the MVP is playbook tied, like you see here with CJ Stroud almost winning MVP. But Lawrence just, like, said, okay, I don't really care what the scheme is. I'm just going to do well. Which, cool. Good for you. Keenan Allen with the Eagles, speaking of, Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Crosby with the Seahawks. Please don't let that happen. Vegas. McMillan wins Offensive Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year. Abdul Carter will take it. Any other award wins for us? You might have seen O-line and just... Yeah, I was about to say, we skipped over it. Mims is a superstar. That's actually a huge one. We only got him on a 3-year. Again, normal fantasy draft. We would have this steal of the century. Maybe we should have just taken the risk anyways. But, 3 years. If he actually doesn't get cooked by the wheel, that's fine. That's fine. And, of course, here we are at the divisional round against the Arizona Cardinals. The Air of Zona. See if we can win this game. I mean, winner's already in the championship round. They have Stafford as their quarterback, so... definitely buy some stock into that draft pick for them next year, because this is probably going to be a team that does not look good, right? Like, if you lose Stafford, you don't really have a replacement for him because you're drafting so late with this playoff run you have. 20-17 at halftime, crazy high score. Then the second half hits, and nobody's scoring. What's going on here? 2017 still okay, I guess we're just not going to score anything. Hello, fellas? Do you mind? I would prefer to make this season work a little bit better for us. Do you streak that? Okay, we got a lot going on. Let's see if we can hit something. High point, forced it, overthrown, almost PI. Was there a read? Let's see. Bad throw by Jaden for sure. We went high point. Not really. Like, you could force it to Thomas, but he's running. So I guess if I couldn't wait. We had a run. And it's tough when you're like, okay, this is taking a long time. You got that mental clock going on. I'm like a real life quarterback, all right? I got the mental capacity of a prune, but yeah, I have the mental stuff going on, and I'm like, we got to get rid of this ball. That sucks. And in the end, it wouldn't really. Well, maybe it will matter from the one. Obviously, if you're them, you know what? I've never stopped it with the regular thing. Let's go field goal block. I have seen some things that this is the way. You can't line up over the center, but this is like, it used to be busted. Oh, crap. He fumbled the ball! Jalen Carter! Big fella's going to take it all the way. Wait a minute now. What happened? I got to see this back. What in the world? His fullback ran in to block Carter, deflected the ball, and Jalen Carter scores 90 yards out. I knew when he scooped it, I was like, I've seen this guy return some plays before. He's a big fella, but he's fast. Holy crap, we actually have a chance. You know, I was thinking, hey, if we get the stop, we have a little bit of a chance. This is a really good kick, and no, it's not. Dude, I actually kicked that where we usually would for the power, but lower, like a little bit lower. Just, unfortunately, it got away from him a little bit. Well, actually, you know what it was? It didn't really get a pop. The pop wasn't really that good. Oh, no. No way. No way. Okay, it's not over. But, man, that sucks. Now there's only like 30 seconds left at best. I can't believe that. And they switched me the wrong guy, so then I'm like, maybe they switched me the right guy and it's my fault. See, the way I think he should be using in a game of sports is don't be the guy to make the play unless you absolutely have to. As we're getting just, okay, the game's over. Wow. Who is their offensive line? Wait, what? Dude, I have never seen blocking like this from the AI. What? Dude, I'm telling you, the sliders in this game just don't make any sense. The sliders in this game just absolutely don't make any sense. You know, a lot of times we're playing in our Dolphins franchise with these crazy run block sliders for the AI, and they can't get a block to save their life. And then here, you know, you're blocking some of the best pass rushers in the entire league. I mean, we're just not getting off the block at all. Oh my, that's crazy. And then the safety misses the tackle. If that's Caleb, is that if that's Ransaw, is he not only brought up sooner so someone has a chance to catch him on the after fact, but also does he not just make the play in general? Maybe. Wow, that blows. Back-to-back first down runs when we need to stop. That's crazy bad. Well, if we lose Derek Harmon, well, I guess you can't lose Derek Harmon. Here's the numbers. Was Jaden Daniels bad, by the way? I think he was. Oh, my Lord. Look at their defense. 10 times better than ours. Was Jaden Daniels bad? That's not very good. I don't know if it was bad, but it definitely wasn't good. That's devastating, actually. That was... I really thought we had a chance. And not even just, like, getting the win, but I would have loved to have the chance. But, of course, to take on the Cardinals, who are in the Super Bowl, potentially going to win this thing. I can't believe you make a play like that with Jalen Carter, and it means literally nothing. That's tough. That's tough. Oh, that's show business. Chargers over the Cardinals by 10, so we didn't even beat the team that won the Super Bowl. We just lost to a team. That's all there is to it. Dev ups on offense. Mims, superstar dev, 86 overall. Crazy glow up from him. I mean, just what a year he had. Still a little lackluster. The base block ratings are great. This was like 5 Maddens ago. He'd be like one of the best guards in the entire league already. And then defensively, I don't think we gained anything here either. Everyone was the dev they already were, I believe. Maybe if I could see him, maybe Teddy Buchanan, but I mean, who cares? Either way, let's go to the wheel and see who we're losing next. All right, let's find out. Don't be QB. Really, I mean, really, that's just the one, right? And we're going to get really lucky here. Not a bad roll. Maybe even the long snapper. Oh, it does suck. It's one more pick away. Sam, gone. Next one. Again, no QB. Where's QB? Where's QB? No! Wow. There goes Jaden Daniels. Wow. Well, like we said, I mean, you literally might not get another chance at it. That's crazy. We also should be re-rolling this, but it is what it is. All right, so I had a respin. I forgot to take quarterback out, and then I, put him back in afterwards, and we lose Pitts. That's arguably worse. I had a spin of Leo Chanel, and then we end up losing Kyle Pitts, which is, like I said, probably worse. It's honestly equal. Either way, if I want a new tight end, I needed a second rounder. I need a linebacker, second rounder. But here we go. Teddy Buchanan, who does go to star. What a loss that is. Kyle Pitts, 84 overall. That's massive. And then by far the worst one, which is also a massive cap penalty, Jaden Daniels. Oh, man. Well, let's take a look at free agency. Oh, look, Jaden Daniels. Oh, look, Kyle Pitts. Any options here for us to replace those guys, though? I do not know. Mike Green, obviously, our player. That sucks. That is unfortunate. And the worst part is, of course, this is a fantasy draft, so all the positions we need to replace are basically irreplaceable for right now, at least in free agency. All right, so believe it or not, we're in the market for a quarterback. There is... Wait, where the hell are the quarterbacks? I completely forgot to scout them, but we did have a few... No, I had them on my private, but I just didn't put them on my thingy thing. I don't know what that means. But there are some options here. Thompson and Wooten. Wooten's probably like my guy because he's the latest one. He's the best chance we have of getting a guy. But yeah, we're going to slow sim it. It is a fantasy draft. So while it sucks to lose Jaden, I don't know where the hell he ended up becoming a quarterback for. It is the easiest time to draft a quarterback because, instead of having teams that maybe have two good quarterbacks on their roster and they're kind of gatekeeping one of them, that doesn't happen, right? All the things are split up. It's like, well, we don't need two quarterbacks. We're not going to waste a draft pick on that guy. So teams, they get those quarterbacks, they use them instead of them being buried on a depth chart. As you can see, we're pick 12. Only one QB went. Normally, we'd have probably about 3 by now. So looking okay. Looking okay so far. All right, so we're down to one quarterback, and the two teams in front of us have Trevor Lawrence, who just won MVP, and Patrick Mahomes. So let's really test how bad this game is. Like, let's truly test. And I don't care if it's like, oh, it's only first round, they can waste that pick. No. Just shut up. Stop speaking, okay? But yeah, the guy we're talking about wanting, Jacob Wooten, he's the final quarterback, so hoping he's good because he's our future until we spin him again. Crazy that would be. Hindev, 92 throw power. I mean, I don't think he's going to be a better option than Jaden Daniels, but at least he's got high potential, so... Who knows? Who knows? Maybe he actually is a higher overall in 3 years, assuming he's still on our team, still starting. But looking at what is remaining, tight end was a position we were talking about needing because, well, we lost, Pitts. So is that the route we go? McLaughlin. Safety's needed, but it's not as needed. So, yeah, I think Earl McLaughlin's good enough. Let's take him. 40 true talent. Also hidden dev. Okay, so... Again, as bad of a hand we were sort of dealt, we're maneuvering. And then you have these two free safeties who are kind of slow. Like, Matthias is good, but maybe we'll make a trade-up. We'll see. But I actually do like this because, I was like, okay, so we just lost all those names. What other players do we need? What other positions? I'm like, oh, we actually don't need that much. Like, we maybe need, 3 to 5. And if this is a fantasy, I would need none. Like, you're doing a fantasy draft rebuild without those types of parameters... Pretty easy, right? Because I don't really need to draft anybody, technically. But yeah, we're going to try to trade up for Matthias, and we'll have replaced everyone but Buchanan for the most part. And there you have it, 3rd, 4th, and 7th this year with a 6 2 years from now for that pick 68, which is definitely a little high, but it's okay. We'll grab Matthias, looks good enough. I mean, he could be linebacker if you really need him to, so we'll see down the line. But 51 true talent. Now, if this guy's hitting, I'd be a little surprised. But there you go. I don't actually think they expect you to put him at linebacker because 87 change direction would put even like Isaiah Simmons to shame. So maybe not. But UDFA, let's go to the 6th round, make a trade up and grab a lineman because I want to make sure that we have a lineman as our center, I believe, is still cooked. All right, here, take 3 7th round picks. Just taking all my quantity. I mean, look at the quantity that the Patriots have, too. We're just facilitating everybody. Amel, I don't love him, but I have no other option, so 32 true. Also hidden dev. Wow, we actually had ourselves a pretty killer draft. Now, I think we need a kicker. So if there's a good kicker, we might trade up as well. Oh, there you go. And we trade these 2 players off to the Niners to grab that kicker. I wonder if one of these Maddens are actually going to make it where the AI takes kickers or they're projected higher. Because a guy like this, I think, is probably pretty easy in real life to see. There's no way a guy like this falls past like the 5th round, maybe 6th round. Because, I mean, you got that crazy kick power, apparently an A accuracy. And, yeah, I mean, he's a generational kicker. I feel like a generational kicker is probably not making it past like the 5th round. You know, I don't think we've got an Aguayo or Sebastian Janikowski situation, but 5th round pick for a kicker? I mean, as a Packers fan, who I always have to bring up, I personally value a good kicker tremendously. Haven't seen what that looks like in a while, but I value it. I know when it is good. Yeah, Jacob Wooten. I mean, the guy looks great. I mean, again, he's not as fast as Jaden Daniels, and Jaden Daniels is better right off the rip, but this guy could be just as good, if not better than him when it's all said and done. Especially, yeah, I was about to say, especially if his dev's good, which it is. Superstar dev, fine. Okay, so, I mean, again, it could have been worse. We definitely took a hit. Oh, damn, McLaughlin, what are we doing here, pal? This guy can't catch for crap. Dude's got 73 catching, excuse me. You might want to practice a little bit with that. As far as his number, 85, sure, why not? Star dev, would have loved to see like a superstar, maybe X-Factor, because that is definitely a loss. You know, where the quarterback is maybe debatable. It's crazy to think, but kind of maybe debatable. You can't really debate the tight end situation. We lost tremendously on that. And then Matthias is actually a gain. Maybe not a gain over Ransaw, but we didn't even really get a chance to use him anyways. Number 22, it's a fantasy draft. It's okay. We're honoring Harrison, all right? Relax. I am slightly curious about the other quarterbacks, but I'm not like, I need to know. You know, cool. Especially Woodson, who I never would have had a chance at. I really thought Butler would have been decent, so 74 overall Trent Butler. Wow, he's normal. Okay, so yeah. Again, don't draft 23-year-olds ever. That's just my rule. Hightower's got to have hidden. He's a fast quarterback. If I was going to take a chance, I probably would have taken a chance on Hightower because he's fast, and fast quarterbacks in the first round almost always have star or superstar, and he is star. We did well. We did really well. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, look at these types of upgrades. He went up to an 80 overall. Wait a minute here. Unbelievable. That's crazy. We had the team. Unbelievable. We had Thornton get the training camp. Wooten with the training camp. I mean, look at him already. That's what I'm talking about. You know, quarterbacks and the rookies in general in Madden this year. Why? Why did you make it so hand-holdy, you know, arcadey bull crap? I promise you, we don't need our hands held. All right, it's way more satisfying to develop a quarterback over time, playing really well, getting some key upgrades here and there. But when you get 2 upgrade points, and that's +8 to medium, +7 to deep, +5 to short, like the player's already good, the quarterback's already good. There's no struggle anymore, right? Why? Just why? All right, back to contracts again. It's concerning because like which one of these guys is going to get spun, right? Which one of the wheels is going to cook us? But yeah, I'm just going to keep giving 3-year deals. I think 3 years is, you're screwed if you have to take that dead hit, but at least at the end of the day, you have to take a chance, right? Like you got to keep these guys. Thornton, I'll take the chance on because he's a, wide receiver 2 to Thomas at the moment. Harrison, I mean, it really sucks that we pretty much have to offer a 5-year. So again, these dead hits are going to suck if these are players that we lose Derek Harmon, another 4-year deal. Let's go 4-year 56, maybe a little bit higher, and we'll have him $105 million, though. So for right now, I mean, money is not really a concern, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, here we go. Let's take a look. 13-4, still one of the best teams in the league. Wait, was that Jaden? Thought I'd seen Jaden. Guess not. Still one of the best teams in the league. I mean, what a year. What a year, this quarterback. Losing Jaden Daniels may be better than have kept him. That's English. Thornton, pretty good. Thomas, better. Williams, better. McLaughlin, weirdly enough, kind of better. Blocking was good enough. Pass rush, disappointing, actually. Might end up going to that 4-3. Rousseau's the only guy in the double digits. Again, these three should be killing it. Interceptions, kind of low. Those ones do add up. Costa, horrible year for a generational kicker. Stonehouse gets to that 50+, and then we do not get a special teams touchdown. Let's take a look at the yearly awards. Caleb Williams wins MVP with the Chargers. Cool to see someone new. Uh-oh. Okay, at least that's the AFC. Do we get Rookie of the Year or not? We do! Wooten! I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Where was Jaden Daniels? Like, what team did he go to? I don't see him in the NFC. Okay, let's go to QB, actually. Unless I'm a blind person, I don't see him on either side. Did he just not get picked up, or what's the story? He must have joined somebody. Jaden Daniels is a Raider. They paid him a lot of money. How well did he play? He's wearing number 12. They didn't play him. What? Wait, what? Excuse me? Wooten's already a higher overall than him, by the way. In case you're wondering. Just in case you're wondering. Who the hell did they start? Okay, sure, I guess. Unless they're going to let Jalen Hurts go. Either way, let's go to the divisional round. It's not my problem. That's weird. That's not my problem, but it's weird. As we take on the Falcons, all right, the scheme that we could end up switching to. I'm a little more concerned about the defense and the offense, though, at this point. All these damn dome stadiums, they look the same. It's not really true, but also kind of crazy that Green Bay is going to be, soon enough, the only team with balls still in the NFC North. Ooh, it's so cold. They got to put a dome up. Obviously, that's not really the reason. It's all about making more money, right? You get those venues. Can't exactly have many outside concerts when it's freezing cold a quarter of the year. A little bit more than that. As we lose the game, by the way, 24-19. Fantastic. I love it. So busy yapping, I didn't even think to, like, slow down and play the game. Love it. I just love me sometimes. It's just great. Disappointing, though. Disappointing. Yeah, I should not be multitasking because this happens. I don't come in and save the day. I will say it's a rookie quarterback. I really, as much as I want to win a Super Bowl anytime we can get a chance, I also don't know if I want to win a Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback. I kind of want to, have that realism, if you will, but it's whatever. Realism doesn't matter. We built the team to be good. The team was good. But as per usual, it fell short. All right, Super Bowl between the Giants and the Steelers. Love that our playoff spot was taken from us, and they didn't even take... if they make the Super Bowl, I'm like, okay, they're a good team. Good teams win. That's how it works. No. No, not at all. We just suck as the Steelers win. Of course, we will be spinning that wheel very shortly here. If we get quarterback again... and we lose Wooten. Oh my God, don't do it to me. Of course, we have been shuffling every time as well. Every day we're shuffling. Rousseau's an X Factor, and that's it. No one else went up in dev. But we've been shuffling as well, just to mix it up. Please, man. I truly don't ask for much. I'll be real with you. So just don't do it to me. That's all I ask. Just don't give me quarterback. Where's quarterback? There's no way. You've got to be kidding me. You've got... It started off so good. It really did. Oh my God, they're just bending us right over. Oh my... Well, this might be a failed rebuild. They are literally giving the worst ones we could get. Running back, and it's the worst set. That's crazy. We got hands down. It's not even relatively close. The worst 3 spins we could physically get. All in one spin, that in one cycle. That's insane. Overall wise, is it the first 3? Okay, so Rousseau is a little bit higher of an overall, but Walker, Wooten, and Carter are 3 of our top 5 players, and they're all gone. We literally just got Wooten. He had a killer year. We were thinking, hey, maybe Jaden Daniels going isn't the worst thing in the world. Dude, I get so wrapped up in this, too. Like, at the moment that was happening, like, Micah Parsons was just traded away from the Packers in real life, in my head. That's basically what that was. Like, I just lost, like, my favorite players. Like, I get so wrapped up. Like, relax, okay? Taysom's gone, by the way. All right, I don't know how the hell with, something in the 20s, we replace a quarterback, edge rusher, and running back all in a year. But, again, this is why we keep those players, because Scadaboo is now the starting running back, right? Like, these are the reason why we were talking about, hey, if we're going to draft extras, that's what we're going to do. We don't have Mike Green anymore, sadly, but we have Ojulari if the worst case happened, and then we still have Anthony Richardson, I think. Do we? I'm not even sure. But negotiations, Romeo Dobbs is gone. I mean, we could afford him, but it's just no point. Dude, how is that even possible that we got the 3 worst? Because, like I said, Russo is great, but Abdul Carter does have a higher ceiling than Russo, and he's younger, so obviously he is the better player long-term. Those are our 3 best players. Like, it's really not even close. Like, Jalen Carter's great, but I could get a new DT way easier than an edge rusher. Yeah, I mean, if the wide receivers are a little bit more developed, losing one of those, maybe. I mean, Thomas, I suppose, Thornton, they're good, but those are the 3. Those are literally some variation of the edge rush, the running back for sure, and then obviously the QB. And we lost all 3. Oh, no. They're the 3 best players in free agency, for sure. I mean, there's no less than half the league interested in them. Well, let's see what we can do. I don't think there's going to be an option here. It's going to be drafting another quarterback, which, again, I will say quarterback is not the hardest to get in a fantasy draft, and especially since we're handing over a good one every year, it seems. But, yeah, obviously it sucks. Reset again. Again, though, we do have a good chance to win quarterback or rookie of the year most of the time, because, who's going to start a rookie quarterback anymore? Everyone's got one. Everyone's got a good quarterback, but yeah, that sucks. And free agency, again, will do nothing to fix any of it. All right, we're in the draft. It's so sad. A top 5 quarterback. I mean, I'm not trading up. I'm not going to trade up, lose every pick I have for a guy we might spin again. Those 2 quarterbacks at 2 to 3 are fine. I'm just hoping no team needs a QB. Like, let's actually look. I think it's a little more suspenseful, passing the teams up. Like, what team needs a QB? No. Probably. No. Yes. So, Browns, Cardinals, Chiefs, Colts. Wait, why is there so many teams that need QB still? What are you guys, bums? Oh my god, dude. Like, they still have... So, okay, so this confirms it. This confirms that EA has something in the game that forces teams to sign quarterbacks, right? Because they have 3 of them that are 87 plus. What? No wonder why there's so teams that still need QB. The Raiders are hoarding them. Wow. Well, I mean, that quarterback's definitely gone by 6. Absolutely gone by 6. We're going to have a 2 to 3 quarterback. Hopefully he's hidden. It's tough. Oh, maybe not. I mean, they don't have to take the QBs, but it's just, likely. What else do we have in there? Chiefs? We'll stop at 15 and evaluate, because, again, we need an edge rusher, too. But at the same time, like, if these quarterbacks stick around, should we not go for an edge rusher instead? Because we can land a QB still? That guy's top 5, though. Like, how do you pass? Oh, wait, when did he go? I missed him. Oh, he went 3. I didn't even see that. Crap. Well, now I'm definitely going edge, because, yeah, F that. Murphy or Ryans are going to go for, and then hopefully one of those other QBs is around. Otherwise, it's Anthony Richardson season. And, I mean, was really not much of an option here. Christian Murphy's the best edge rusher there is. So, here we go. 34 true talent. Just don't be normal. Of course. I mean, it felt like he was going to be normal, let's be real. He really did. And we're down to 2 quarterbacks still. They aren't great, but if I had to choose one, I'd definitely choose Morant, because, again, it's another one of those... like, guaranteed to be hidden type of players. And unfortunately, quarterback went in the first, pick of the 2nd round, so we are not taking any chances. We're trading up with the Bengals. Bowman, Silvera, a 2nd, a 3rd, a 6th, and then a 7th 2 years from now. for this trade-up, which, of course, is going to be that quarterback Morant. I hope he's good, obviously. I hope he's one of those hidden. If he's a normal dev, if I landed a fast quarterback that's normal, okay, I was about to say, they're almost always hidden. But B, if we lose another quarterback, I'm done. All right? I'm just mentally checked out. Oh, Al Harris for the Cardinals. Cool name. But yeah, how many quarterbacks are going to lose in this? After the first spin, I was really thinking, oh, you guys are just like thinking we're respinning behind your back. And, oh, of course, it's not the worst positions to lose. And then now we have been bent over multiple times right in front of your face. I'm also liking Peter Gaffney. I know the finesse isn't shown, but considering he's a speed guy, you assume he's that guy. But I think I'm going to go with Canada. I don't know. Hidden dev, good player. That's all that matters. Then we trade our 5th round pick to the Bengals. Another trade to them for 2 6th round picks, which I think they probably overed us a little bit more than that. But just hoping some linemen are there in the late 6th as, we don't have now we have our own 6th round pick back. But yeah, we had none. Oh, there's none. There's no way I just traded down for linemen that aren't there anymore. That sucks. Trading this pick for 6th round from the Raiders next year, which is, again, pure theft, unfortunately. And then we move to the 7th round where we're going to be just taking a random long snapper, which hopefully is the next guy we lose. I hope this guy is great. Hope they smell that he's a great player and they steal him from us. Because at the end of the day, I don't care. It's a long snapper. But here you go. True talent of 127. Who cares? All right, here we go. Draft recap. Edge rusher, unfortunately, normal development trait. So huge hit to the team. I'm honestly not sure if we're even going to make the playoffs again. And then Forrest Morant, definitely nowhere near as good as our last 2 quarterbacks. But maybe this is the one that we actually get to keep. That'd be fantastic. Dev of hopefully superstar. Okay, you know what? We land another superstar. So again, it could be worse. We're making it happen. It's been a struggle bus, but it's happening. Let's see what kind of upgrades we get here. 3 of them. 7. Well, really? So our last quarterback, this may be a bad omen, went from 75 to 80 on 2. This guy, maybe it was 3, actually, I can't remember. This guy has 3 upgrades. He goes from 72 to 75. He's like, I know simple math. I'm going up +3. Either way, though, this is what the team looks like. Obviously, brand new QB, brand new running back, unfortunately. And then defensively, brand new right end, which, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that. Sucks. It sucks. I don't know what to do about it, but just to keep on rolling with the punches. All right, contracts. Scottaboo, if he sticks around, he's going to be our guy, so going to have to pay him a 4-year 36. I worry about Chanel because he could be one of the guys that goes, but more importantly, that is just an expensive contract overall, regardless what the situation is. Kyle gets the contract. And I think that's it. I think everyone else goes. Anthony Richardson, our insurance policy is about to go, but at the same time, he's 25, about to be 26. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'd want to start him anyways, right? I wouldn't want to start him anyways. 357 for Chanel is a lot, but hopefully he just isn't one of the guys spun on the wheel. We're in the playoffs. If we win this game, easier said than done, though. We're taking on the Chargers. Right, 90 overall for them, 91 for us. Winning in. That's the rules. 3-0. Nice drive. Only 3, though. 10-3. I really just hope our quarterback's having a great year, just like Wooten did, and gets himself to a 90-plus overall, so then he can be sent away just like he was, and Jaden before him, and then he can join the Raiders, where they have unlimited money and unlimited quarterbacks, apparently. Like, what is that? Like, why do they have so many quarterbacks? It's crazy. Looking at the numbers, though, Morant did outplay Caleb, so there's that. Scattaboo, good numbers. You know, he's not going to have elite rushing numbers, but as long as the yards per carry is good, I'm good. Jalen Carter, 2.5. I really don't know how that rookie edge rusher would have played either. We stuck it out with the Giants' defensive scheme again. Again, might switch to 4-3, but I haven't had luck in that either, so let's keep mixing it up. But yeah, another playoff season, which I think we're rolling with the punches about as well as you could physically do it. Just hope we get to keep a quarterback one of these years. It'd be cool. It'd be nice. But yeah, taking on the Bears. Speaking of Caleb, let's take a look. Ooh, Scattaboo, top 3 yards. Maybe losing our running back wasn't the worst thing ever. But there you have it for the season. Let's take a look at the stats now. Morant, I mean, I'm just saying. The next guy always seems to be better than the last. QB and running back situation was an improvement. What about, dude, well, imagine this rookie is great. He's not, okay? He's not, but Rousseau and Carter carried anyways. I mean, It's not bad. 6.5 is not bad, especially when you consider Harmon's done nothing so far. Costa far better, but still bad overall. Stonehouse keeps getting better, which is nice to see. Let's take a look at those award wins. I mean, MVP maybe for our guy? Yeah, number 5. Forget Rookie of the Year, MVP potential. Murphy gets a dev up guaranteed too, so again, it could always be worse. Taking on these Bears. I don't know if we're going to win a Super Bowl, but we're at least making the playoffs every year. That's got to be a win for something. We got to get a trophy for some reason there. Going to the end of the game, 0-0, 3-0, still 3-0, 10-0, 10-7, 13-7. Huge drive, nice. We'll take the field goal. Up by 9. That's gone. It's a 2-point lead. Huge drive for 3. Up by 5. Up by 12. And there's no way we just gave them the door, right? 4th and 1. We gave them the opening. Wait, what? 4th and 1 and you're punting it? In today's NFL, it could be 4th and 8, and I think they're probably going to go for it here. As long as it's not like a 7-point lead, a 5-point lead or less. Oh, and he leaves it. Okay, at least the ball bounce. Yeah, 5-point lead or less, and I think every team's going for it there, unless it's like really long, and I can't skip this, huh? Okay, I guess I'm playing. Sweet. I can't pause. Like, thanks, game, I guess. Now I have to cheese Thornton for a touchdown. That's exactly what we do. It's maybe not a touchdown, but it's a little underthrown, unfortunately. Good play, though. It's a big play. Just don't throw a pick, and you pretty much walk off. Oh, okay. First time in a while, we've been the team that looks like we're the ones trying to score rather than hold on. Every time we're in these situations defensively, you know, we're down a couple points. What happened to the Bears just there is what happens to us. So it's a welcome change, I'll tell you that much. Morant, though, I got to say, I mean, Wooten looked great, but Morant looks better. What can I say? Where does the goats of drafting QB? To be fair, we don't get an opportunity to draft QB often, and most of them are hidden. I would say the first-round QBs, I'd say at least 80% are hidden dev, minimum, right? Like star minimum. As we take on the Bears, we move on to the Lions. NFC North is getting involved. Are the Packers there in case we win? They are not, so we will not have a full NFC North battle road to the bowl, but if we can get to the bowl in general, I don't really care who we play. That'd be great. There was like buckets that said grit on it for the Lions. You know what opposite, you know, they spelled grit around? Turg. I don't know what that means. It's probably some sort of slur. My bad. 3-0. The Lions are taking a lead. A little bit of back and forth. Not a huge fan. 10-7. 13-7. Still 13-7. 13-10. Fourth quarter, come on. There you go. Tied up. There you go. 20-13. Defense is doing what it can. 4th and 3. We force another punt, but then, dude, I literally said, don't throw a pick, and what do we do? But here we are. Seems like we took the ball away again. It's a little bit of back and forth moronage, whatever that means. Somebody get open. That's perfect. Oh, my Lord, that's a hot one. That is on the money, dude. You can't ask for better than that. Morant, what a perfect throw. This is, I mean, right as we're about to get hit. I mean, we're holding on tough. Well, maybe not. No, there's 2 guys. We're about to die. Well, let's just be real. We're about to die. We hold on as long as we can, and we just deliver a strike in between 2 players. Beautiful. Beautiful work. Converted a 3rd and impossible. Can't wait for the team to still blow it, and they do not. We're headed to the championship round. Okay. We're swinging at everything sent to us, and we are hitting home runs. Really, we are. Scatterboot, not his best work. Thornton, very good. Sack totals, Rousseau, Murphy, 1.5. We'll take it. Matthias and Hill both with a pick. Kicking, Costa, you got to stop, dude. That's 2 kicks missed in the playoffs already, I think. And it's the Giants. We have Scatterboot. They have a Super Bowl. Did they win one in this, or did they have a trip? I can't remember. But they're the Giants. They're tough lately. They actually have Jackson Dart as well, which is crazy. Great touchdown drive for them. Great touchdown drive for us. They get nothing. We drive down for nothing as well, but we move the ball a little bit. Down by 7. Huge field goal before half. Down by 4 total. Come on, guys. Come on, fellas. You've had some opportunities here. 3rd and 9. We got to convert. Again, I talked about it. I don't want a rookie quarterback to win it. If it happens, it happens. But at the same time, bad things have been happening to us in this wheel. Quick throw to Thomas, who won't get it, but he'll fight to make it easier. And I know this team's been getting away with just punting it all the time, but I'm not them, so best of luck to you, I guess. Williams, good play. I mean, he's clutch. We're number 18 with the Vikings. Now, all of a sudden, I trust you. It's just the way it is. All right, come on, get a touchdown on this drive. It's getting a little desperate out here. There you go. Huge touchdown. And guess who? Guess who? We signed him to a 4-year deal. Worth it. Get the stop. We're up by 3. Touchdown wins the game. Touchdown sends you to the Super Bowl. There it is. I don't think the Giants are going to come back. They will not. Wow, what an effort by the defense. 24-14. I don't think they scored a single point since the early second. That is a great game. Let's see, where is the damn scoring summary anyways? There it is, scoring summary. They scored, yeah, sometime in the second quarter. They did not score since then. I could have just hit LB there, but it's fine. It's fine. Rand had a great game. He did throw a pick, but that's fine. Scottaboo, a little bit better than last week, but definitely not great. Williams was amazing. Thomas was solid. Thornton was solid. Good team effort. Defensively, anyways, who the hell? Who the hell? 5 picks between 2 DTs, and we're like barely struggling here, getting a little bit. Trenton Simpson and Asante Samuel with picks. Our kicker didn't miss a kick this time. Great. And considering how unforgiving the wheel has been to us, we've won, right? We've done a dub on the rebuild. We've made it to a Super Bowl. Will we win it? I don't freaking know. We'll find out, but it's going to be against the Texans. But yeah, we have done more than sometimes you could really expect. We lost some pretty damn good players early on, but let's take a look at these dev-ups if we had any. What's overalls, Morant? Damn, son. 89 overall, and he went to X Factor. Sheesh. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Cam Scottaboo goes 88. Kyle Williams is an 84. Superstar dev, mind you. And then Murphy from normal to superstar. Again, I think, well, we kind of cheesed a little bit. We got double the rookie of the year, but I think you can almost argue that those two guys are almost better than the guys you lost. Like, Abdul Carter was kind of disappointing at times, no? Might just be the scheme, but just saying. At the minimum, they've gotten us to a Super Bowl. The other guys didn't do that, right? It's not bad. All right, we'll see what happens with this next wheel spin, but if we can win a Super Bowl, it's all good. It's all fun because it's all gravy at that point. We're just trying to get more Super Bowls, but as long as we win one, it's a dub. As the Texans are going to make it really hard on us. We're down 10 points. We're now down 13 points. Come on, offense. You got to score a touchdown here. There you go. It's the third quarter, but it's about to be the fourth, so we'll slow submit. 4th and 12. Fumble? Is that actually our ball? No, it's not. It's a field goal. Down 9, though. We've cut the deficit. 4th and 2. I like that decision, but not if you're going to do what they're about to do, which was punt the ball. Like, you can't do that. You can't set up a 4th and 2 and then punt the ball. He's got him again. Speed is king. Thornton. Perfect throw. Perfect catch. Touchdown, Dante Thornton again. I try to avoid the speed as much as I can in our franchises because that's just, it's too easy. You get a guy like that, and it doesn't matter what your sliders are. You're going to burn him every time if there's not a safety. Hell, there was a safety, and he was still just too far inside. 4th and 2, we get the stop. 3rd and inches. 1st and 10. Come on, dude. Morant, you're killing it, buddy. Oh, my. Perfect drive. 5-point lead. Picked by Eman Wari, who were like, is he worth it? I think he is. Wow, we like immediately failed the drive, by the way. 4th and 6. This is the game. This is literally the game. And the clock's running. This is like a Hail Mary. This is a Hail Mary. If you don't get a touchdown here, you lose the game. We're dropping deep. And sacked by Jalen Carter. We've won a Super Bowl. The timekeeper probably could have, whatever the hell they're calling us. Timekeeper. They probably could have just let that second go. But Morant gets the kneel. The game-winning formation. Victory formation, if you will. And a rookie quarterback has won us a Super Bowl. There's really not much more to say about that. We'll do 2 more seasons because I've actually been enjoying like pivoting based on the draft wheel. But at the same time, watch now that we won a Super Bowl. It's like, oh yeah, we'll give you punter, kicker, long snapper. You deal with that, chump. It's like, well, I can. That's easy. Everything else they threw at us, though, kind of annoying. Kind of annoying, especially these last 2. But at the same time, I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that so far. Again, it just proves how easy, good of a team you can draft from fantasy. And Madden's come a long way. Like, 5 years ago, your team would be even better. Like, they were like, oh, 40-year-old Tom Brady? Give me that guy. I like that guy. I mean, they still do kind of do that with Stafford, but like old player, like 34-year-old defensive tackle. Sign me up in the first round. Let's go. It's all about overalls mainly. And hell, they didn't even care about devs half the time, but still some ways to go, but it is still at least a little more challenging. But yeah, it's still a little weird that like a guy like Derek Harmon goes so late, but Mason Graham's like first 7 rounds. It's like they're not really all that different. I don't know if I would say they're 10 rounds in difference, but Lamar Jackson kind of locked up. Morant was amazing. Run game was, you know, it is what it is. It's not great, but I don't really care what's great. I just care that we win. Whether we win throwing 1 pass yard or 150 rushing yard, whatever, you know, as long as we win, which we did. Let's come out of here, take a look at the win-loss, and move on to the offseason where we lose 3 more players. Here we are, though, the schedule of the playoffs. Wild card, divisional, conference, Super Bowl. Let's get to our wheel. You know, I should have added that, actually. No loss, I guess, would be the thing. We should have done that in the beginning, but it is what it is. It's too late now. Who cares? I want to lose players more times than not. As the first one... Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. We lose Jalen Carter. All right, here's the next one. This time we loot. How? Genuinely, how? How? How have we lost 3 quarterbacks? Don't take my corner 2 now. Oh, my God. Yeah, it started off super easy, and then since then, it has been a disaster. Well, see you later, Jalen Carter. Best of luck. Nice knowing you. See you later, Forrest Morant. Best of luck. Nice knowing you. Enjoy your time in Vegas. And then Maxwell Harrison. A lot of money. Well, appreciate your time. Deion Jones retires. Let's go on to our re-signings. Again, that's why we've been doing like 3-ish, 4-year deals, because... you lose a player that's costing that kind of money, and yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun. I don't really care for Richardson, even if, you know, we need this quarterback, which we do. We don't have a QB again. It's okay, because I'm not going to use him anyways. A free agency, again, is valid, so if there's a quarterback here, I'm going to take him. Obviously, not our own players, these 3. But let's see. Quarterback, Ewers, I guess, is an option, but meh, I'm not really interested. What else did we lose? DT, anything going around there? Nah, well, I guess Rook. Rook's okay, but I'd rather just use some of the guys you drafted already. And then cornerback, no, unfortunately, it's just more weakness at in free agency. Back to the draft where we've just barely been holding on. All right, back in the draft. Quarterback situations not looking as good. You know, you have 3 or 4 guys, but I really wouldn't feel comfortable with all of them. This guy's fast enough to maybe have hidden, and then I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mitchell is fast. So I would suspect these 2 guys would be hidden, but obviously a lower overall. And obviously you have these 2 guys, Jadarius Hill, not very fast, but elite throw power, and then Brett Carter, really good player too. I'm really curious though. Do the Raiders actually have our quarterback again? Okay, so they don't, but still, it's crazy. It's crazy. Who took our new quarterback? Where is he? Morant? Morant is a Cowboy. 89 overall. All right, made this trade up to 25 as all the other quarterbacks are gone. This is the guy I would have wanted after those first 2 quarterbacks. So, Dante Mitchell. How the mighty have fallen. 96 true talent, but yeah, because of the speed, expected hidden dev, I have a really good feeling about Superstar. And with that being said, fair enough. Fair enough. And yeah, I mean, really, what do we need? Like DT corner? Well, we're not getting corner, so oops. But I guess, you know, Baskerville, even though I don't love him, he's a 2 to 3 true talent. I guess I'm going to reach. I guess I'm reaching. 73 true, normal dev. I would have been shocked if he was hidden, but I would have welcomed it, obviously. No 4th round pick. I'll take another DT. I think we're just going to start one of the other guys, but Steffens, you know, if I like him, which, I mean, I do. He's hidden dev. Maybe. We'll compare everybody. Here we go again. Let's see it. 70 overall. Oh, my Lord. I mean, again, he could be great. He could be a superstar. Perhaps. Dante Mitchell. Very fast. I mean, he's got a high ceiling because of the speed. Or number 11's interesting. Dev V Star is going to be a tough one. Oof, that's going to be a tough one. It is going to be tougher than the other guys, but I still like our odds. I still like them. This cornerback was a waste. I knew the 2 to 3 was a complete bull crap. 2 to 3 means nothing if the ratings, the key ratings suck, which they did suck. They were horrible. And then here's the hidden DT. He looks good. 81 finesse might be enough for us to start him. I do think, though, that this could be the year that we miss the playoffs. I mean, this was a bit of a hit for us this time. Okay. I guess technically we have 3 straight superstars. That's cool. That works for me. All right, here's the team for year number 4. Again, still rolling with the punches. Gonna have some more contracts coming up, too. I'm really curious to see what our, dead hit is every year. Thankfully, we kept Max Melton, because 85 overall is not the worst in the world. But I am curious to see what the dead hit is of the team. Our current penalty is 45, so it's not the worst. All right, $165 million. Mims' contract is so much more than it was before. Yeah, I mean, we have no choice. We have to pay these guys. These are all, even Max Melton, these are all guys that matter a lot. Even Tootin, don't want to risk losing him in case Scadaboo's gone. Spencer Brown probably gets a contract too. Trying to keep the years low, but some of those guys in the front, they are not going to take that for an answer. What do you got? No income tax, mentor tag at the position. You are a mentor. You're in the 90s. I don't know. The game is just stupid. We can't get E-Man Warrior for cheaper with the scheme fit, though, so we'll definitely do that. Baron, easy. I mean, this is not too bad. And we knew it was going to happen sooner or later. And we knew it. 6 and 11, unfortunately. The loss was too much. Jalen Carter holding this team up. That quarterback situation, maybe. No, I mean, the quarterback was good. Not as good as the last 2, but could still win Rookie of the Year, especially if no one else is starting rookies. Pass rush, Harmon did do well, but yeah, the edge just terrible. Definitely need a change scheme for the final season here. Trying to get that dynasty. MVP goes to Burrow. Doesn't matter the team he plays for, he's going to win it. Thornton, Offensive Rookie of the Year, or Player of the Year, I should say. Very good. Rookie of the Year number 2. I mean, our guy's a superstar, so it probably doesn't matter too much. But yeah, Thornton, what a year he had. Head on to the Super Bowl for our final wheel spin. Obviously, we're not going to spin the wheel after year 5 because it's over. That's why we spun it right at the beginning, in case you were wondering. But yeah, let's take a look. Texans, Falcons, and the Falcons with the Super Bowl. Let's take a look at our dev-ups I guess I probably should have spun the wheel before then because dev-ups don't matter. Mitchell, 88 overall. Scadaboo sitting at 89. Thornton's at 93. Thomas at 91. Look at the defensive side of the ball. I don't think we had a dev up here at all, unfortunately, but to the wheel we go. And there it is. Let's see if we get a no loss, maybe. If we lose another quarterback, that would be so rough. Okay, we avoid a corner. Oh, no, go left. Wait, no, wait. Wait. There goes Rousseau. Yeah, I would have preferred the corner, obviously. That's unfortunate. There goes Rousseau. Next one on the list is finally a lineman. Finally, I don't have to lose everyone I love and care about. Dickerson, he's gone. That sucks, but it could be worse. And hopefully not quarterback. Let's see it. Can we actually keep a QB for once? We can. They're going to take a kicker? No, they're going to take E-Man Warrior. Damn it. Still, 3 tough losses, 3 really good overalls, but at least it wasn't quarterback. But again, that's still right up there. Top 10, as bad as you can get. Well, there goes all of our pass rush. Greg Rousseau into free agency. Landon Dickerson into free agency. Again, O-line were the ones that you could definitely expend because you have all these other rookies you could start in there. And then a big hit here as well. We just paid, by the way, E-Man Warrior. Well, hopefully we have some good free agents there. These are retirements. Again, don't really matter too much. Those are mentor types at best. Negotiations, I think we took care of everyone. Oh, no, we didn't get Mims, but the tag is cheaper anyways than the contract. We offered him a freaking 4-year 106. He didn't take it. And then everyone else is going away. About $100 million. We've got many more positions to replace. If we could just get a corner and an edge rusher, that'd be great. CJ Stroud's, of course. We don't need a QB. The 1 year they throw one in there. Could go Linderbaum, put him at left guard. Byron Young, probably going to have to throw all the money in the world at him. And then safety. I mean, you'd assume there's at least somebody here, right? Quentin Lake. I'd probably just rather take a draft pick. Rather draft someone. All right, we get Byron Young. Unfortunately, I don't get Zion Johnson, which is crazy because nobody even had an offer on him. We offered him a 4-bar, and it wasn't enough. Meanwhile, Dickerson's still there. I guess I'll just use one of my rookies. I don't know. Froltz, he's not bad. We'll go Frold instead. Fair enough. I mean, we lost E-Man Warrior, which is a huge one for us, but we did get an edge rusher in replacement for him. So we just need a safety, and we'll at least have starters. Maybe not a best team situation in the world, but we want a Super Bowl. We've done what we need to. We're just trying to get more because we're greedy. All right, we are with pick 5 in the draft. We technically only need a safety. We got our left guard, we got our edge, and then corner is important, but it's not something we need right now. Technically, we could just roll with Max Melton. I will say Cassidy was better than I thought he was going to be. Top 5. I'm feeling normal dev from the guy, though. There's going to be an edge rusher there. We'll go to pick 5. That's really all there is to it. All of the edge rushers are actually there. How many do we have? We have 4, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can maybe go to like 10 with the Lions and then maybe trade up for the corner as well. I don't know. I don't really feel like this is a great trade for us, but we make the trade anyways, and with that we get a very high second-round pick to go with back down to 10. A couple of the edge rushers go. I think Cassidy might be the move now, as we're down to literally just him. I kind of underestimated how many could go in one bit. Again, Cassidy doesn't really matter to us for right now, but yeah, normal dev. I figured he would be. But, future-proofing wise, this would be a guy that the team would definitely need and want. As far as cornerback goes, we're literally down to, like, Biddle and Blackwell. I mean, Biddle should be there at 5, right? So let's go to the next round. And I risked it for no reason, but it worked out. Nazir Biddle, I suspected he would be there because none of the other corners went in front of him, but they could have reached. I've seen it happen a lot. Nazir Biddle, 14 true talent, hidden dev, tall, good draft pick. And then now, I don't really love the safeties. Maybe even put Biddle ad strong or free safety, whatever. But if we want one, it's one of these 3, which I'm pretty sure all 3 are pretty slow. Let's take a look at the potentials first. That's what matters the most. Which, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just Stockton. The other 2, especially Charles, seems to be like a linebacker, which is ironic because Stockton's the 221. So, like, of all the people to be built more like a linebacker, it's him? I don't understand. But, yeah, I guess, or a non-linebacker, I should say. I guess we're taking the 23-year-old. Stockton is going to be the guy. He looks good to me. Would love to see what his actual true talent is, which it's good. And Dev, all right, 23-year-old, maybe not the worst pick in the world. Now, it's not something we actually need, but because I'm trying to build this, rebuild even in the final season, as what would we do realistically every time? Mitch Wooten, another Wooten on the team. If you lose your quarterback, you have a potential guy, with all that speed, I figure to be hidden. Most of them are. Most of the scrambling quarterbacks with a little bit of speed, they're hidden dev, and he was. So you lose your quarterback, you actually have a backup that can develop still. The Buccaneers rob us blind, which puts us into the 6th round, which is fine. Dude, look how many draft picks they have, though. Like, geez, could you save some for the rest of us? As I can't even choose my player. Thank you. Okay, so linemen, we go with the tall first. Gives you more variety. You can play them really anywhere, realistically. I mean, you can play anywhere, anyone anywhere, but, could you have a 6'5 center? Sure. Could you have a 6'5 tackle? Sure. Could you have a 6'5 guard? Sure. 6'1 tackle? I don't know if you can do that. I don't know if you can do that. 6'1 guard? Yeah, sure, maybe. But, that's more of a center, right? I know these guys are 6'3", but still, the example is valid, in my opinion. I'm kind of just yapping, so maybe it's not. And, okay, so he is normal dev, but he is very good. Cassidy, so 87 finesse, good rate strength, very fast, very good player for sure. And then we have Biddle, 76 overall. I mean, he potentially could play safety. We'll move him there. Now we're not. Our safety we just drafted is good. But I say we can move him there and see what he's like. Nah. He's going to be almost the same, if not lower overall than the strong safety anyways. So Biddle is just sort of a backup for the season and then probably hops over Max Melton after the year. 92 hit power. Man, maybe I am missing out on some really good players because of age. Like, sometimes if there's enough of a position, I don't even put the 23-year-olds on there. I'm just like, why would I have a 23-year-old on there when I'm likely to take the 21 or 22? Guy looks great, though. Maybe that's the reason why you do that, because there's still really good players even at 23. And then there's Wooten, maybe as a superstar. Let's find out right now. A lot of the speedy guys, superstar dev, lower overall, but superstar dev. Not going to be the case this time, though. Great draft, though, and let's see if we can win a Super Bowl final season. And here we are for the final season. Team looks as good as it's going to get. 85 across the board for, like, every single position on the team, at least on offense. And then defensively, some good linebackers. I mean, we're looking good. We're looking all right. Should go to a 4-3 defense, though. That would probably help. Actually, probably, because I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't. All right, would it be screwed for contracts or not? Brian Thomas Jr. will do a 4-year, $80 million. Can't believe we bumped it that high and it still wasn't enough. Simmons, a lot of money, so with him being green interest, I think I would do a 1-year deal. I think we'd try to cheese this. I think we can do this, Josh. I think we can pull this off. Matthias, again, just got to pray that you don't lose safety. Again, we're not going to be doing another season, but just playing it out. Just playing it like I would. I wouldn't do too many years, obviously, because you don't want to be caught with the holding the bill again, if you will. Holding the bag. Make sure that if you lose one of these guys, for the most part, if you can, you don't take as much of a hit. Frohl's going to be gone. You got to keep Costa, right? He's not even been great, but he's a superstar with high overall. I fall for it every time. Mims, I think you just keep tagging him. He wants too much money. The tag is 1 year. It works every time. Why not, right? And then Thomas will bump. Simmons will bump. Byron, you let go. And there you go. Playoffs 13-4. I think we've done a pretty damn good job here. Again, there's been some turbulence, if you will. And we've handled it pretty well. I think we've done a pretty good job. Last season wasn't great, but everything else, pretty good. Got to keep Mitchell, which is great. You know, we're a quarterback factory, man. Find a quarterback that we're letting go, and you probably find yourself a super talent. Of course, looking at pass rush, Harmon was amazing. Byron was amazing. Murphy was solid. Steffens was better than we've seen our DT2s be. 4-3 seems to be the way. Picks were okay. Kicking was better than usual. Punting was, it keeps getting better. Keeps getting better. That's all I asked for. Looking at the offensive yardage, 3rd. Defensive yardage, 17th. Okay, defense a little bit worse. Struggling a little bit more. Points scored, 3rd. Then defensively, 1st. Okay, there you go. I don't care about the yards. It's all about points. Our quarterback, number 3 for MVP. Pretty good. Any award wins? We had none. No, we got best QB. We got best running back. We almost get best O-line. It's actually several awards and several close calls. And oh, Lord, here we go. Saints, Vikings. Saints trying to get some revenge. Also, we're trying to get some revenge. I'm pretty sure I just seen Jalen Carter and E-Man Warrior, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it wasn't E-Man Warrior after all. I don't know who the hell I saw, but wait, what? There's no way I've got to be losing my mind, right? I swear I seen E-Man Warrior and Carter. They have neither. Okay, there's that Carter. Then who is the other guy? Okay, never mind. False alarm. Never mind. Going to the end of the game. 3-0, 3-3, 6-3, 10-6. Still 10-6, 17-6 at halftime. Pretty good score. 24-6. That should be it, right? Headed to the championship round. 24-13, 24 to dude. What? How are we struggling this much to close out? 4th and 4, they're going to punt it. Defense got to save the day. They're not going to. 4th and 1, throw away. We do it. We win. We hold on. Take a look at the numbers. Herbert obviously struggled pretty bad. Mitchell was under 60%, but he still looks way better than Herbert. Rushing, both teams pretty similar. Thomas was great. Williams was great. Thornton was great. Defensively, Byron Young, 4.5 sacks. What a damn game. Biddle with a pick as well in the slot. Championship round? I'm a little surprised. Considering how unlucky we got, I am very, very surprised we have done what we've done. Like, really am. It's actually kind of crazy. Again, we talked about it. Quarterback's actually pretty damn easy to draft in a fantasy draft. Outside of this last quarterback we had, most of the quarterbacks were there for a long time. A lot longer than they normally are. As now, unless I'm losing my mind again, I think the Bears have Jalen Carter. We'll see. I caught you now, you bastards. There he is, 99 overall and all. Damn, son. Well, let's take a look. Are we headed to the Super Bowl or nah? Bears drive down, they get nothing. We drive down, we get 7. 7-7 now. It's 10-7. They regain the lead. 14-10. 21-10. Uh-oh. 21-13. Big score before half. Touchdown, no 2-point. Up by 1 now. 22-21. It's a super close game all of a sudden. Wow, what a drive by Chicago. Do they get the 2-point? They don't. So a touchdown with an extra point, I mean, just a touchdown in general would potentially win this game. 4th and inches, you can't lose this. Problem is, our quarterback's kind of small, but I think QB sneak has been so good and so consistent for me. You have to, right? If you lose because of this, well, I guess we just weren't meant to win. I think we got it. We barely got it. Damn, son. All right, let's take a look. Will they finish the job, or we have to come back in? 2nd and 10. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it was a first down. I thought it was a pick. Come on, clock's running. Dude, 3rd and 16. This is actually kind of crazy. Like, we have to score a touchdown. I don't know what play to run. Flood switch. Every time I run this, it doesn't go well for me. But this is the variety we need in this route. What a freaking route. It's overthrown. Oh, my God, Mitchell. Positive note.
It's 4th down.
I don't think there is one. Do you double? You're basically doubling. All right, we'll try it. He burned him. Perfect throw, touchdown, Thomas. All right, we're going to go for 2. Just don't throw a pick, you know. Just I think you probably run the... I don't think you run the ball, actually. He's not open, but he's open enough, and there it is. Touchdown, 2 points. We are up by 3. Just got to hold on. 4th and 10, last play. I mean, we'll come into the game. I want to see a Hail Mary anytime I can. Hail Marys are fun to watch. No team has ever been nervous about a Hail Mary. Murphy, good move. I have to leave him. Swatted it. You know what? I didn't even think about it, but we had a very good chance of getting the PI there, right? You know, I mean, if he ran right into us instead of us kind of backing up enough to give him some space. Either way, looking at the numbers, both quarterbacks were great. Purdy was technically better, but, you know, who won? How about that? Who the hell's moving on, huh? Is it Purdy? Jalen Carter with 3 sacks. That's crazy work. We, of course, missed a field goal, but we're back in the playoffs. And here we are taking on the Chargers. Both teams 92 overall. Dev up. Mitchell, look at this guy. Look at this fella right here. What a guy. Quarterback of the year gets him X Factor. I mean, it's not really what got him X Factor. It's his stats. Scattaboo is a superstar. Defensively, anybody else? I don't think so. I think everyone else is the same dev they were. Pretty low devs, actually, but team's winning. Team's got a chance to win another Super Bowl. Can't complain. End of the game. 0-0. 3-0. Whole first quarter gone. Chargers defense is playing really well right now. 10-0. 10-3. Come on, Vikings. Let's wake up. There you go. 10-13. 16-10. I mean, you got to get a touchdown on this drive. Guys, you do realize you have to go forward, right? I just want to make sure. I just got to be clear. Perfect lockdown. You guys will give your guy a chance. They're not going to get a field goal anyways. Suppose we maybe could have set up a field goal, but they actually locked it down pretty well. But guess what we didn't do? We didn't take a sack. Those sacks knocked us out of field goal range. That's what happened. And wow, our defense just got cooked again. Come on, guys. Oh, they got the ball. All right, we lost 22-10. They locked us down. That's wild. They did not even falter. It wasn't even close. I know the score's close, but it really wasn't. Damn. Yeah, Scattaboo. He just what? Normally, I'm used to Scattaboo being that guy, which for the regular season he kind of was, but in the postseason he was almost useless. And of course, he missed another field goal with a generational kicker. I love that for us. Well, yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be it. I think we did pretty damn well for ourselves. And if you guys want to see more of these types of challenge rebuilds, let me know in the comment section below. And, you know, what you'd like to see from a challenge rebuild. Maybe you don't want a fantasy. Maybe you're like, I just want regular, where you put, like, all of the, like, slowest players on a team and try to rebuild from there. And in the draft, you can only draft guys that ran a 4.6 or worse or something. You know, let me know. I'm always all ears. And, yeah, we'll get to that sooner or later. Scattaboo, 91 overall. Obviously not the fastest, but very tanky. Mitchell, 95 overall. Deep accuracy's mid, so is play action, but very solid player. I will say the guys are like lacking deep. For some reason, they are the guys that kind of struggle a little bit in the postseason for me. It might just be coincidence completely. Tight end's good enough. Definitely needs to get the catching going a little bit more, though. And then I really have been really impressed by Amarius Mims. Really good power blocking, lead block, base blocking is ridiculous. I mean, everything but the finesse is solid as can be. Really embracing that guard role. Matthias, 87 overall. Definitely built him as a run support guy. Both guys can absolutely lay the boom, by the way. 92 and 89 hit power. Here is our 92 hit power man himself. Speaking of Stockton, who is like nearing better, coverage ratings almost already. Then we look at Trenton Simpson, who actually played a little bit better than I thought he would. 86 overall is pretty good. Almost 87. Zone coverage a little bit iffy, man coverage in general. Better at block shedding for us. Looking at Chanel, 92 overall. Really good block shedding as well. Zone coverage a little bit better, but still lacking a little bit in the coverage. Just a tiny bit. And then we do look at corners where Jahdae Barron became the #1 corner on this team. I did not expect that. Man coverage is super bad, but press zone, especially zone, very good, very good. And then Melton ended up becoming a corner too for us, which again, didn't really expect that either. But he looks good. He's a good player, and he kind of saved us a little bit because we really didn't have an answer for the return, or for the replacement, if you will. Christian Murphy, though, 88 overall, 98 power move. Again, edge, D-line, always up in air, especially where you play them. Left ends are better than right ends are better than left end. This, that, and the other. The sub spot, it's all just kind of random, honestly. But Canada, you lost in hockey. I apologize, okay? I know, it's probably not great to see, okay? Harmon, pretty good stuff. And I believe that to pretty much be it in this one. Costa, 88 overall, 96 kick accuracy, 99 kick power. Struggling to hit kicks, Just love it. I love that for us. Either way, though, that is going to be it for this one. Again, if you enjoyed, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification all so you know when the next upload is up. I'm imagining Dolphins franchise tomorrow, maybe another rebuild on Thursday. Perhaps. We'll see. Either way, appreciate y'all for watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video. Again, leave those challenge rebuild ideas in the comment section below. But until next video, see ya!